gentlemen. I, Aditya Ranjan Panigrai, along with my friend,
Spandana Behra.
host of this event, welcomes you all to the first international conference on artificial intelligence and machine learning in communication and power systems, AIMLCPS 2026, technically co-sponsored by the IEEE Bhubaneswar section and the IEEE student branch of Parala Maharaja Engineering College.
It gives us immense pleasure to announce that this is the first IEEE conference organized at our institute, jointly by the Department of Electrical Engineering and the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. The Department of Electrical Engineering, established at Institute's inception in 2009, stands as a venerable pillar of academic distinction and technological excellence. The erudite faculties, in close intellectual fellowship with the students, ardently pursue pioneering research and innovation in modern domains of electrical engineering, including EV technology, underwater robotics, renewable energy systems, etc. The department has been distinguished receiver of numerous state and central government sponsored projects wherein faculty and students collaborate with remarkable zeal to advance sustainable development and faculties, including students, judicious integration of renewable energy and artificial intelligence.
In like manner, the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, instituted in the year 2013, has emerged as a crucible of excellence, producing engineers of exceptional caliber who have distinguished themselves both within the country and on the global stage. The department fosters a vibrant culture of rigorous scholarship, inventive inquiry, and transformative product development across cutting edge domains such as VLSI and embedded system design, communication engineering, and signal processing. Of particular eminence is the department's Chip to Startup initiative, whose accomplished team successfully designed and fabricated one of the earliest indigenously developed semiconductor chips utilizing SCL 180 nanometer technology entirely within India. This landmark achievement was ceremoniously presented by the Honorable Union Cabinet Minister Sri Ashwini Vaishnav ji ma'am to the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji at the Semicon India Conference in September of 2025. This momentous accomplishment has conferred immense prestige and distinction not only upon the department but also upon the institute, the state, and at the nation at large.
With this overwhelming introduction, now may we request Principal Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Mohanty Sir, Chief Guest Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Panda Sir, Chief Guest Professor Dr. Narayan Prasad Padi Sir, IEEE Bhubaneswar Section Chair Professor Dr. Subhranshu Ranjan Samantre Sir, and AIMLCPS 2026 Conference Chair Professor Dr. Bhagwat Panda Sir to come upon the dais and take their respective seats.
Please, sir.
Thank you, guests. Now, may we request our dear volunteer friends to present beautiful flower bouquets to the honorable dignitaries on the dais. Now, may we request the dignitaries on the dais to proceed with lighting the lamp as a divine symbol of strength and encouragement for the success of this prestigious two-day event.
At the same time, may we request some of our volunteer friends to join the lightning process.
जननी जननी जननी
सुन्दर मन्दिर मण्डित वेशा
चारुकला बळी शोभित वेश
पुण्यतीर्थ जय पूर्ण प्रदेश जननी 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 उत्कल सुरवर दर्पित गेहा
हरिकुला सोणिता चर्चिता देहा
विश्वभुमण्डल कृतवर स्नेहा जननी 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 कविकुलवाणि सुनन्दन वन्द्या
भुवन विघोषित कीर्ति अनिन्द्या
धन्ये पुण्ये चिरशरण्ये जननी जननी जननी
वन्दे उत्कल जननी वन्दे उत्कल जननी वन्दे
Thank you all. Now, may we request Professor Dr. Bhagwat Panda Sir, AIMLCPS 2026 Conference Chair and Head of the Department of Electrical Engineering, to give the welcome address and provide brief information about the conference. Please, sir.
Jai Jagannath. Good morning to all. Respected Chief Guest Sir and Principal Sir, IEEE dignitaries, distinguished keynote speakers, respected patron, faculty members, researchers, industry experts, students, and participants from India and abroad. So, it gives a immense pleasure to welcome you all to the first international conference on artificial intelligence and machine learning in communication and power systems, AIMLCPS 2026, organized by the Department of Electrical Engineering and Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, Parala Maharaja Engineering College, Berhampur, Odisha, India. This conference being held during 21st, 2 days, February 2026 in hybrid mode. I warmly welcome our respected patron and principal sir, Professor Chittaranjan Mahanti sir, Principal Parala Maharaja Engineering College, for his constant encouragement and motivation and institutional support. We are deeply honored to have our chief guest, Professor Sanjay Panda sir, and also Professor Narayan Prasad Padi, Director of Malviya National Institute of Technology, and also Professor Sanjay Panda sir from National University of Singapore, who distinguished contribution in power electronics and control system and globally recognized. Professor Narayan Padi also the Director of Malviya Institute of Technology, Jaipur. We are privileged to have a chair of IEEE Bhubaneswar section, Professor Subhranshu Ranjan Samant sir, from Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, whose presence strengthens the IEEE research community in this region. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming almost every engineering domain. In communication system, AI enables intelligent spectrum management, adaptive modulation, interference mitigation, and network optimization. In power system, AI supports smart grids, renewable energy integration, load forecasting, and stability assessment, and predictive maintenance. Therefore, organizing a focused conference at the intersection of AI, communication, and power system in both timely and highly relevant. The primary objective of AML CPS 2026 is to provide a comprehensive platform for academics, scientists, researchers, engineers, industry professionals, and also students to share their latest research finding and to understand emerging future research direction.
We are working hard. The college PMEC is striving hard to align our views, align our efforts, align our agendas to the vision of the nations. See, what a coincidence. The conference AI at PMEC Berhampur and AI Impact Summit at New Delhi. It is surely a coincidence. We are working with the visions of the country. These platforms, what is motto? These type of platforms actually gives us an opportunity to interact with the external world where they stand in the research and innovation and where we stand, and so that our faculty members and the students gets exposure to the outside worlds where they express, they say their ideas, and which leads to the convergence and finally emergence to new innovations and collaboration begins. Hosting such type of conference is in fact indeed both an honor and responsibility, which which we really duly privileged, which are privileged to be part of such a global knowledge sharing ecosystem. As AIML, it has impacted a lot, as we know. It has made a difference in even a common life of a person. That AIML is redefining the boundaries, the frontiers of engineering. If you look at the electrical engineering and electronics engineering, you see the enhancing the communication networks with the intelligent routing to optimizing the power systems for sustainability and resilience. It is the landmark achievements. You see our energy minister center, what he told at the summit, that the India plans to use that AI-driven technology to optimize the smart grids. We are working hard. I think that I am confident that whatever the technical sessions, technical presentations, paper presentations, and keynote addresses will open a new avenues for all the research and innovations to all. Finally, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to all the committee members, to all the keynote speakers, session chairs, and primarily, importantly, the reviewers. Really have done a tremendous job, miraculous job, selecting 120 papers, research papers, out of 700 some odds. It is a Herculean tax. I know it is a Herculean tax. With this, I think I would tell to my students, sitting at the last, you come to the front, one session starts. You share your ideas, you ask questions, you clear your ideas, all the doubts you clear, you will get new ideas and build your professional relations with all the experts that it will help you in the future. And I wish the conference a grand success. And also I hope all of you will carry a memorable experience that you will cherish for years to come. Thank you all. Bande Utkala Janani.
Thank you, sir, for encouraging us to conduct this event so smoothly. And also, as engineering students, we will make sure to contribute in more innovation, which will help our country grow. Now, we are honored to have among us a distinguished personality, Professor Dr. Subhranshu Ranjan Samantrai, sir, a fellow of Indian National Academy of Engineering and OPTCL Chair Professor at IIT Bhubaneswar. With over 26 years of experience spanning in both industry and academia, industry visiting professorships at McGill University and Aalto University, Professor Samantrai is recognized globally as one of the top 2% of scientists in the world by the Stanford University. His career is marked by prestigious accolades including the SERB Star Award and the IEEE Technical Committee Prize Paper Award, underscoring his immense contribution to the power system protection, PMUs, and wide area monitoring.
Beyond his research, Professor Dr. Samantray Sir is a cornerstone of professional engineering community. He has served as an editor for IEEE transactions on smart grid and power delivery, and he continues to shape global standards as a member of IEEE Task Force on Big Data Analytics. As the founder chair of IEEE Bhubaneswar section and a fellow of IET UK, he has been instrumental in bridging the gap between theoretical AI and real world grid resilience. This afternoon, he will guiding us through the complexities of modern energy evolution with the talk titled AI in Smart Grid. Now, may we request Professor Dr. Subransuranjan Samantrai Sir, IEEE Bhubaneswar Section Chair, to give his inaugural speech by giving a glimpse of IEEE section activities.
Very good morning to all of you. So, distinguished personalities on the dais, Professor Sanjeev Panda from NUS Singapore, Professor N.P. Padi, Director MNIT Jaipur, as well as IIIT Kota, Professor Mahanti, the principal of this institute, and Professor Panda, the blood behind this program. So, at the outset, I will congratulate Professor Panda and team to conduct this first IEEE conference at this venue, because I remember when the application reached on my table 1 year back, and how to accommodate this conference and how these dates will not match with other conference. So, being the chair of the IEEE, I have the responsibility to see the themes, venues, places across the state should not overlap. That is what we did, and this conference landed to today's dates. So, looking at the conference, the artificial intelligence, machine learning in communication and power system, obviously this is one of the topic which is turning around this world, and everybody's life becoming part of AI and AI becoming part of the life. So that is how we are moving forward. So I'll come in the two stages. First of all, let me talk about IEEE Bhubaneswar section, which is existing last 1 year as a section, but the complete community is existing last 12 years. We started our journey as a section in 2015, and we were reasonably doing good during last 12 years. And last year, we got the status of the section, the 14th section of this country, which is itself is a milestone achievement for the state, because earlier we were under the Calcutta section, and right now we are functioning independent under the IEEE India Council. So looking at the depth and breadth of this section, we have almost 13 society chapters, including women in engineering and the affinity groups. We have all the top-notch societies, including the PES, PELS. We have the consumer electronics, industrial applications, industrial electronics. We have computer science. We have computer and communications. We have almost 20 student society chapters in this across the organizations, and more than 20 student chapters, because without student chapter we cannot conduct this kind of conference. That's the mandatory requirements from IEEE. So IEEE is not only an organization at large, but it also gets involved in the knowledge dissemination process. So IEEE has a strong background of creating knowledge and disseminating across this globe. Having the membership more than 5 lakh, India contributes more than 20% as in today, which is a big amount if you look at the world scenario. The membership contribution from India is more than 20%. We stay more than 1 lakh 5,000 as in today. So now, with this footprint, India is contributing a lot to the IEEE community in terms of the society as well as innovations. Coming back to this conference, if you'll ask me, there are three stages of knowledge, right? So, first is knowledge creation, the second is knowledge dissemination, and third is knowledge translation. So, if you look at all of our standing at the middle stage mostly because we are standing here today in a process of knowledge dissemination. Whatever we do, we meet people, we discuss the emerging technologies and the technology innovation that is going throughout this world and learn from each other. That is what is we look forward from these young generations, which are really evolving in the process of a paradigm shift. See, you are the generation, you are the young generation is really seeing the world shifting to a different paradigm. So, sitting on the time of AI and computing, if you'll ask me, in the market of AI, that doesn't mean they will left 25 or 30% people. That means they're creating opportunities, rest of the people who will be doing something in the AI or similar computing segment, which will write tomorrow's code. That is what is called program writing program for tomorrow's applications. So you are the people who will not only be the coders, you will be write programs which will write codes for tomorrow's technology. That is where you stand. At the same side, if you look at semiconductor has a big role in the AI ecosystem because lot of across this country of 500 gigawatt system and we have connected close to 2000 PMUs across the network. And India is really monitoring the system. What we have seen 20 years back in North America is happening here in today. So that is the reason we have miles to go. We have a lot of opportunities and a lot of challenges. That is the reason you are the generation, you have to make yourself ready to meet all these challenges. And these are the platform from where you can learn. So I thank the organizing committee for conducting such a vibrant and emerging.
Us grab the upcoming opportunities. Now we are honored to have among us another distinguished personality, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Panda sir, who began his IEEE journey as student member in 1986 when he was doing his engineering degree from South Gujarat University, India in 1983. In 1991, he advanced to full IEEE member with completion of his Masters of Technology in 1987 from Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, India. In 2001, he was elevated to senior member of IEEE in recognition of his significant technical contribution. He got his PhD degree from the University of Cambridge, UK in 1991, all in electrical engineering during his PhD studies from 1987 to 1991. He was a recipient of Cambridge Nehru Scholarship and the MT Mayer Graduate Scholarship. Since 1992, he has been holding a faculty position in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the National University of Singapore. Sir has published more than 540 peer-reviewed research papers, co-authored one book, contributed to several book chapters, hold 10 patents, and also co-founded 3 startup companies. His research interests include high performance control of motor drives and power electronic converters, condition monitoring, predictive maintenance, and also building energy efficiency enhancement.
He has served as associate editor for several IEEE transactions, including IEEE transactions on power electronics, IEEE transactions on industry applications, IEEE transaction on energy conversion, IEEE access, and the IEEE Journal of Emerging and Selected Topics in Power Electronics. Dr. Panda sir has served as an IEEE PELS, which is the Power Electronics Society, as a distinguished lecturer for the term 2022 to 2026. He has also served as the chair of the IEEE PLS Technical Committee TC12 Energy Access and Off-Grid Systems from 2021 to 2023 and is currently serving as R10 membership of Chapter Development Chair of IEEE BLS from 2016 till date. May I now respectfully invite Professor Sanjeev Kumar Panda sir to address the gathering.
Please, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody and welcome to this 2 days conference which is being held for the first time. And I would like to thank Professor Bhagwat Panda to invite me to come and give a talk in this particular conference. I've never been to Berhampur, although I come from Odisha. I come from Sambalpur side, so I thought that there's a good opportunity to come and visit Berhampur, and that's how I accepted it. Now, my background is more on the power electronics, but this is a multi-fusion conference like signal processing, AI, ML, power systems, and multiple other things. But I come from the background from the power electronics domain. A couple of things I would like to say, which has already been highlighted by Subhrangshu about IEEE. How many of you are IEEE member or student member? Can you raise your hand, please? Well, not that many. So the bulk part of the student here, I think I would encourage the principal and Professor Panda to encourage to take the IEEE student membership. Let me give a brief review of the IEEE. IEEE is a professional society. And if you become an IEEE member, you can proudly say, I'm an IEEE, whether it is a student member or a senior member or a fellow. And this is the first time it happened last year that we have crossed the boundary beyond 500,000 IEEE member. And IEEE has 39 societies as of today. Maybe you will become the 40th society not very long. The IEEE transportation sector, that is a council, but that will become a society soon. If you look at IEEE, the vertical are the societies. Okay, so there are 40 different societies. Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer, there are 40 different domains. Of course, there are some overlap between the societies, like in the power and energy domain. We have power and energy society. We have power electronic society, industry application society, and industrial electronic society. So these four societies we call the sister societies, because what we do, there is an overlap in the research content in it. So good part of it is we have crossed in the power electronic society. Somewhere we were below 10,000. In the last 6 years, we have gone from 7,000 to almost double, about 14,000. And being the region 10 coordinator for the Power Electronics Society, I was given the task to increase the membership worldwide to about 15K. We reached 14.2K. We were short of about 0.8K, which we'll fulfill. So those of you who are not member of the IEEE, I strongly encourage that you be a member of IEEE. Doesn't matter whether you work in the academy or you work in the industry. If you are an academy, you have to have IEEE membership. Either you publish or you perish. That's the motto worldwide. If you don't publish, you cannot become an academician. You cannot continue to keep your job. Even in the industry, they, they develop new technology, new standards. So a lot of people come into the IEEE to look at different type of standards development. So there are values to be a part of the IEEE, and doesn't matter whether you work in Odisha or in India or in any part of the world. In more than 170 countries, IEEE's presence is there, and you can be a part of it wherever you are. Okay. Now I come back to my domain. We see a lot of transition taking place, and I congratulate all of you that you are in the electrical engineering or computer science or part of it, because this is the best time to be in the electrical engineering domain. Why? Because without electrical energy, you cannot survive. You just think about your mobile phone runs out of battery, then the whole day will be ruined if you don't have a charger. Do you agree with me or not? Really? That's very important. So one part of it is how do you provide electricity to the consumer in a remote location Fortunately, we have utility grid here, but there are many places in the world the electrification rate is not that high. In India, it is crossed almost about 100% now, 99 point something. So, if you go to sub-Saharan Africa, the electrification is less than 40%. People do not have electricity available there on a continuous basis so that they can avail the mobile phone, the internet, all these things. So a transition is taking place. We have come to this stage about 100 years back over the past 100 years to come to the utility grid to provide electricity to us. But that system is not sustainable in the next century. Why? Because majority of our power we produce using fossil fuel, and that is not clean, and it releases greenhouse gas emission to the environment. You see all the environmental impact, drought, flood, everything. So we are doing a transition from the present grid in Singapore, we call it the grid 1.0 to the future grid, which is grid 2.0, where it will be more clean source of energy. And this transition is not going to take place overnight. It will take decades. We have a Paris Accord. Singapore signed the Paris Accord that by 2050, we will be net zero. Means whatever we consume electrical energy, we must produce on the spot and become net zero. And that too from the clean source of energy. India, I think, has signed by 2070 to be net zero. So there is a lot of research and development taking place to go from the brown electrical energy production to green electrical energy production, renewable energy source integration, hydrogen, many things are there. So it is a good thing for us that we are going through this transition because you need electrical engineers and the jobs are guaranteed for the electrical engineers, not just in the next few years, next few decades, even to the next century, there will be demand. This is from the power generation point of view. I touch upon the other part of it is the transportation sector. The present transportation sector is not sustainable in the long run. Why? Because it uses internal combustion engine. And what is the efficiency of the internal combustion engine? Less than 30% on an average. The peak efficiency is about 30%. Average efficiency is much lower than that. You think about mechanical engineers who designed internal combustion engine 100 years back. The efficiency has gone up only up to about 30 to 35%. Electrical engineers developed motors or electrical machine. The efficiency of the electrical machine at the power level at megawatt is as high as 95 plus. Yeah. So we are brainier people that we could design a machine which is 3 times more efficient than what the mechanical engineers. Forgive me for saying this thing. If there are mechanical engineers, my apology to them. So the present transportation sector is not sustainable, and this transition took place almost about 25 to 30 years back. So we had the hybrid car, Toyota Prius, introduced in 1997. And we have already seen 25 years of the growth of the hybrid. And now we are in a situation where it is full electric. So the term electrification is very important, not just the power generation, but this is in the transportation sector. Everything will be electrified. In Singapore, the government has already announced that by 2040, not a single vehicle will be there which is internal combustion engine. It is all full electric. So these are the two parts I'm saying electrification, both in the power generation as well as in the transportation sector. But even in the building level also, you look at it, the amount of electricity you consume. The buildings, they classify the buildings as platinum, gold, all those level. And we have developed building within the NUS campus, which is net positive. Net positive means we produce electricity through the rooftop solar panel, and what we consume is lower than what we produce. So we have net positive to give it to the other building. So you will see electrification is going to go almost wherever you use energy, 80% of the energy will go through electrical energy and through a power electronic controller to process it before it is delivered to the load. So that is a tremendous opportunity, and I'm very thankful for organizing this conference, which is at the boundary between power and energy domain, signal processing, and AI. All the three are merged together, and people work with the different discipline expertise in things. But I would like to clarify that don't be misled that
Experiencing electricity unavailability in your residences? Rural, anyone belongs to rural? Ah, very good. Do you experience some power cut at home? Very good. I think someone is experiencing power cut. So that means it is not only due to the power cut or power shortage, but is due to the unreliable distribution system. It is due to unreliable distribution system. So that's what I could see. The conference is very timely. Communication and power system. This communication and power system application to distribution system can enhance the living of rural Indians to have 100% electricity access throughout the day. Am I right? And that is what actually popularly today known as smart grid. And probably 2:30 I'll be delivering a talk on smart grid. So hopefully we'll have detailed interaction about technology at 2:30 to 3:30. But why AIML? Why AIML application to communication and power system, and why this has been chosen and why it is important? Today, now what is happening? Try to understand. The peak energy deficit is going to be zero today. But tomorrow, I mean, we all are actually, how many of you believe that we all are quite middle class? Are you hesitant to raise your hand? Come on, I'm a middle class. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, excellent. So that means we are proud middle class Indian citizens. So what is the meaning of middle class? How do you define middle class? Why you say you are middle class without knowing the definition? Middle class means you don't have electric car. It's not that. And you don't have a lot of bank balance, something like that. No, no, no. There is no limit to that. To me, all of you, please try to understand. Middle class, including me, means we do have bit of aspiration to achieve. Middle class means those who have lot of aspiration to have a better life is known as middle class. Okay. So when we were young kid, I still remember we used to sleep in a single room, six of us, in a one fan. Okay. And that too, my father used to switch it off at 6 a.m., forcing us to get up, and the electricity bill will go up. Okay. That is how actually we have been brought in. But today, we want to have air condition at each and every room. Yes or no? So that aspiration is known as middle class. There is nothing wrong in it. But because India do have millions and millions of middle class citizens, the aspiration is going to be extremely high. How many of you like to have an, honestly, raise your hand. Only two of you? I think most of you want electric vehicle, am I right? Want to have an electric vehicle because we aspire to have a better life. Will increase or reduce? Increase. So middle class
Thank you very much for wonderful attention. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Uttal.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with the concepts of power system. May I request Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Mohanty, sir, Principal PMEC, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Again, good morning to all. Actually, I forgot one important aspect, one important thing. I forget to express my sincere appreciation actually to the all the faculties of the electrical engineering department as well as the electronics and telecommunication engineering department. All are sitting there and faculty coordinators and to Dr. Suyalok Das and Dr. Raghunandan Swai. Please raise your hand. Both of them are sitting there. So and finally to Professor Bhagavat Panda, head of the department, they have done the work day and night to ensure the sound smooth management of this conference. Thank you. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may we request the dignitaries on the dais to officially unveil the souvenirs of AIMLCPS 2026. Also, I would like to request the conveners of this conference, Dr. Raghunandan Swai sir and Dr. Suryalok Das sir, to join them in the dais. Please, sir.
Thank you, dignitaries. Now we move to the felicitation ceremony. May I request Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Mohanty, sir, Principal, Parala Maharaja Engineering College, to kindly felicitate our respected chief guest, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Panda, sir, as a token of our respect and gratitude. Please, sir. I repeat, may I request Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Mohanty, sir, Principal, Parala Maharaja Engineering College, to kindly felicitate our respected chief guest, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Panda, sir, as a token of our respect and gratitude.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may I request Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Mohanty, sir, to felicitate our respected chief guest, Professor Dr. Narayan Prasad Padhi, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may I request our respected conference chair, Professor Dr. Bhagwat Panda, sir, to felicitate our respected IEEE Bhubaneswar section chair, Professor Dr. Subhranshu Ranjan Samantray, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
May I request Professor Dr. Bhagwat Panda sir to felicitate Professor Dr. Chitranjan Mohanty sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, may I request Professor Dr. Chitranjan Mohanty sir to felicitate Professor Dr. Bhagwat Panda sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the felicitation ceremony. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our respected dignitaries.
Now, may we request Dr. Raghunandan Swai sir, Assistant Professor in Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering at Parala Maharaja Engineering College as the convener of this conference to deliver the vote of thanks to guests and all the stakeholders of this conference.
Please, sir.
So, respected principal, sir, IEEE Bhubaneswar section chair, sir, chief guest, sir, distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, eminent speakers, researchers, faculty members, industry experts, delegates, and my dear students, a very pleasant good morning to all. It is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion of the inaugural session of AIML CPS 2026. At first, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed principal, sir, for having trust in us and extending every possible support to conduct such a prestigious event at our campus. Sir, this was a dream of many to conduct one IEEE conference at international repute, and today the dream came true due to you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Secondly, I thank Professor Subhranshu Ranjan Samantarai, sir, IEEE Bhubaneswar Section Chair, and Professor Chinmay Panigrahi, sir, IEEE Bhubaneswar Section Vice Chair, sitting in front of me, for finding potential in us, trusting in us, and facilitating us to conduct this conference. I hope that in future also, IEEE Bhubaneswar Section will support us in a similar manner. I express my sincere thanks to Professor Sanjeev Kumar Panda sir, whose valuable presence has added immense prestige to this event. Your expertise and perspectives will undoubtedly guide fruitful discussions over the next sessions. Thank you, sir. I convey my thanks to Professor Narayan Prasad Paidi sir for gracing this occasion and delivering such an insightful, inspiring inaugural address. Your words have set the perfect tone for this conference and have motivated all of us to explore innovative pathways in AI driven communication intelligent power systems. Thank you, sir. I express my sincere gratitude to the distinguished keynote speakers across the globe who have accepted our invitation and are ready to deliver exciting and brainstorming technical talks over the next 2 days. I would like to thank our conference chair, Professor Bhagwat Panda sir, co-convener Dr. Suryalok Das sir, along with me, advisory committee members, technical program committee, and the entire organizing team for their relentless efforts in planning and executing this conference with such excellence. AIML CPS 2026 is a result of months of dedication, teamwork, and academic commitment. My special appreciation goes to all the authors, researchers, and participants attending both offline and online to present their work and share their knowledge. Your contributions are the backbone of this conference. A word of gratitude to the faculty members, student volunteers, technical staff, and support team who work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth conduct of this conference. Thank you all. Once again, I thank each one of you for being part of this grand academic gathering. And at the same time, I wish this conference a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the vote of thanks in details. With this, we have come to the end of inaugural session of the first IEEE conference of AIML CPS 2026. All are requested to move for a tea break arranged outside. The next section is the keynote talk by Professor Sanjeev Kumar Panda sir, which will start at 11:30 a.m. at the same venue. Hence, all are requested to be present here on time. The session will start at 12 p.m. here only. Hence, all are requested to present here on time.